Welcome to Marky Ready Set Go. This week we've got an action-packed, jam-packed, fast-track musical extravaganza, starting with some of the most eclectic music you've ever seen. We've got an odd space odyssey of funk master grooves coming from the one and only Arrow. This is a man that had a radio show that put on some of the weirdest tunes you've ever heard, so I'm not sure what's coming, but I know what, it's going to get odd. How you doing, big fella?
I'm doing very well, thank you. I really like that intro. I thought that one was sterling.
Sterling?
I enjoyed it, yeah.
Oh, very nice. I was in Stirling recently, Scotland, yes.
I was in Glasgow, I like it there.
Yeah. I actually became a mason at the oldest lodge in the entire world there.
No way.
Yeah, so
who would have known?
Big
it's impossible to tell from your social media presence that you're a mason. Wow. That secret society.
I mean, I keep that secret, but you know what I don't keep secret? You and your massive record pile here.
Heart. I've only, I've only bought a few records because obviously time is of the essence, so I wouldn't be able to play loads of records. So I thought I'd bring some unusual records that we can talk about, because some of them are about creativity and absurdity, which I think are two very important things in life.
Very beautiful, yes.
Yeah, I think
the macabre.
We just need to celebrate the why did they make that? What
I love that.
Were they doing in the studio when they said, you know what, I got an idea, let's do it.
I want to know why you chose them.
Well, I chose some different country records because I like a bit of diversity and a bit of all over the place. Plus, there's a lot of people complaining at the moment that things should go a certain way, and I don't think they should. I think we should embrace everything and everything should be cool.
Yes.
Do you like that? Was that diplomatic enough?
That was nice. I mean, love is the key.
Of course,
yeah. Love definitely is the key.
So, I've got some of our European friends in this batch, a couple of one American record that's just so incredible. I can't wait to play that.
So, what is our first record we're going to be kicking off with?
It's hard to say what we should go with. I think we'll go with just a safe soul funk record, and this is a Curtis Mayfield penned tune, originally recorded by Gene Chandler, and then a few years later re-recorded by Baby Huey and the Babysitters, and then years later again recorded again by Curtis Mayfield finally. So this is the original incarnation of Hard Times, and in this release it's called In My Body's House by Gene Chandler.
Oh gee, let's go. That had me jumping. Wow.
That's the right reaction.
That is the right reaction.
That's the right reaction. I think that's totally correct. I mean, are we going to jump straight into another stupid tune?
Do you know what it is? I actually want to know the story behind that record now, because I was just so pumped up after listening to it.
I mean, Curtis Mayfield, obviously the king of Cabrini Green, one of the greatest musicians of all time. He wrote so many songs for so many people, and, it was nice that this song had such an unusual sort of trajectory in life, being recorded by other people and the title changing, because on this one it's called In My Body's House, and in the cover version it's called Hard Times, and then when Curtis recorded it's called Hard Times.
Nice. So a musical journey in extravaganza.
As we like it.
Wow.
What do we want now?
Well, you've got a pile of records. This is an unusual way we're doing it. Unorthodox, some might say.
Yeah.
So what's next in your pick of crew?
Right. We were talking about things being absurd.
Very
and
absurd.
people doing things for stupidity reasons.
One of my favourite things to do things.
This one pretty much is a multiple box ticker, as I like to call it.
Oh.
This is called the Yamasukis.
Oh, very nice.
This is a French record.
Obviously.
Now, the story behind this record is it's a French musician who got into judo, and him and his black belt judo instructor decided to make a song. So they trained a French choir of children to sing in Japanese, as the judo instructor was a Japanese guy. So it's a French bloke and a judo instructor and a choir of French kids making a song. And it's incredible. And then his son went on to be half of Daft Punk. So
that is incredible.
That's fun, I think.
This is fun.
So this record has got energy out of control. It's called Yama Yama.
Well, that was different. How would you describe that then?
I think what that is the razor's edge between genius and Ultimate Danger. And I think they wrote it.
I tell you what, I've been called the genius and something else, but that was a true brushstroke of genius.
Was.
Yeah.
That song, yeah, it's out there. I mean, anyone listening is just going to listen and go, okay, what was that? And if that's what your reaction is, it's like art, isn't it?
I'm sitting here now saying, what was that?
Yeah, so you just have to think, you know...
But you know what I really want to know?
Yeah.
What's next?
I mean...
On this musical extravaganza, this emotional sickness.
Oh, it's so difficult
The
to choose.
journey
Should
of
we stay in
tune.
France, or should we go somewhere else?
Let's go somewhere. Let's go to America.
Okay,
Let's do
started
this
with
for our
America, we're
Americans.
going back in with America. Okay, this is a good one. Right, so this record is a song called "Desperate Situation" by Marvin Gaye.
Okay.
And most people go, "Oh yeah, and you can get it." This Marvin Gaye song was a demo that he made in 1968, and it never came out. And the only way you can buy this record is on this diabolical LP sampler for a film called Honest, which was this diabolical vehicle in the early 2000s for the girls from All Saints, where they pretended to be bank robbers dressed as men with moustaches doing bank robberies in the 60s. And it was produced by Dave Stewart from the Eurythmics, and he gained access to the Motown vaults, and he selected this record that was an unheard record as a song for the film. So then, obviously, they've put it in the film, and then when they've made the LP sampler, the song is included on the vinyl, Desperate Situation by Marvin Gaye. And then when the LP came out, the song had been taken off. So the only way you can get this song on vinyl is on this horrific sampler for an All Saints vehicle.
And I bet that was easy to find. Did you find it in your local charity shop in the bargain bin?
I got that in Rare Kind in
Oh,
Brighton.
very nice.
One of the greatest record shops ever. So that was about £2 or £3 because no one's looking for it. But once you hear it,
You're not
everyone's
asking
like,
for a refund.
No, man, this is a belter. This is a stand-up, hands in the air bit of business.
Well, let's get up to a stand-up, hands in the air bit of business, because that's a bit of business I like. I have never heard anything like that. So you do really have a real love for music. I mean, you're known for your artwork, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, one feeds the other for me because I've got that type of synesthesia thing where whenever I hear a song, I have all colours and mad images. I imagine videos, all pictures and all stuff. So my record collection at home is part of what I actually do for my painting and my art. So if I'm, say, for example, watching a film and the music in the film is terrible, I can't watch the film because I just sit there thinking, who put that there? Why is that there? That doesn't match that.
I tell you what film I love the music from.
Go on.
Lock, Stock. I tell you what, Guy Ritchie, his audio to all his films, phenomenal. Every
Got to
time.
give him his credit. He really
hit.
nails it. He does.
Yeah.
And obviously Tarantino's an obvious person to go for, but there's a lot of other people where when they get the music dead right.
Nick Love?
It's... I've never watched a Nick Love film, but I don't want that to sound bad.
Okay.
I'm sure he's a lovely guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he is a lovely guy.
However, that brings us... you're doing these segues so well.
I tell you what I'm worried about. What's coming up next? Because I've just seen what you picked up.
Yeah.
And this looks like...
That's Turkish.
Oh,
We're going
of course.
straight into Turkey now with the man Baris Manko.
I mean, for our viewers that are watching, oh my word.
Yeah. This song...
He looks like the Motley Crue...
He looks a bit like
Jesus,
Lemmy from
yeah.
Motorhead. However, when this song comes on, in my mind, this sounds like dawn in some dusty Middle Eastern type area. Some people in a Hummer about to go on a really dangerous mission. They're all nervous, and there is a
Scared,
absolutely... They're terrified, Mark. And there's a really high likelihood of the mission they're going on failing.
But what happens if it doesn't fail? Do we get to listen to this
Well, then they
track?
get to hear the glory bit at the end. But what I'm saying is the whole beginning is like some Desert Storm type of build-up. It's so good, and it needs to be in a film.
Are you ready to get whipped up into a frenzy? And any filmmakers out there, you must be sitting on the edge of your seat, because I know I am. I can't wait to watch Turkish Lemmy spin this tune. Well, I tell you what, I've heard some tracks in my life, but that was, I would define it as splendid.
You've never heard anything like it,
I
have
have
you?
never heard anything like it in my life. But do you know what I have heard? I have heard from many people about your artwork and some of your incredible stories. Like, let's talk about Paris, the underground, the sneaking in, the documentary that you took over.
Oh, the one when we had to go in the catacombs.
Or Russia. Let's talk about you.
I love Russia.
Taking your daughter there?
I've been to Russia 4 times. It's one of my favourite countries. And what I find interesting about... I should have bought some Russian records. I've got loads of them. I think it's one of the most misrepresented, misunderstood countries. And everyone I know who's been there has said, what a brilliant place.
Do you know what? I think places are misrepresented as well.
100%.
Like Bognor Regis.
I went to Colombia. You know, one of them places where you think there's going to be the most out-of-control Herberts everywhere doing all sorts of manner of mad things. You don't see any of that. It looks like how you imagine Barcelona to look in the 70s and 80s. Everyone's immaculately dressed. Everyone speaks perfect English, and it's one of the most incredible places I've ever been.
I would love to go to Colombia to soak up the culture.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Culturally, it's incredible. Yeah, brilliant place. I haven't got any Colombian records with me either.
Well, don't worry. What have we got up next then?
Well, we've got a choice. We can either go into a French semi-disco funk record. However, this is where we were talking about people making choices. When they made this record, they couldn't decide whether the record was fast or slow, whether to have loads of instruments or no instruments. So this goes through every different aspect of what they had in the studio in one song. And the irony of the song is the lyrics are they shout their own group name over the top of the song, which I think is genius for back in the 70s. People didn't really do that.
I mean, that's like being your own hype man now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
I mean, Lil Wayne's made a career out of doing that.
I mean, that's a rap thing though, isn't it? I mean, this is like a sort of weird disco funk song called Salambo by the Salambos.
At 136 BPM.
Yeah, this is an absolute stormer. But it's only 136 BPM for certain sections.
Of course.
Then in other sections, it probably goes to half that.
Oh, of course.
So, yeah, that is a bit of a whirlwind. So I think we should get into it.
My life will never be the same again.
Trust me, it won't.
I will never be able to sleep. Never mind.
Multi-instrumental. In and out. All over. Fast and slow.
What are you playing me?
Well, that was almost
You're playing
like
me a tune.
That's an emotional breakdown, that one.
That's a shakedown.
It's all over.
I mean, we're strutting into the last 2 through the door now.
I think what we've done is we've got them in the right order as well, accidentally. So what we're going to do now...
God's will.
We're going to go with the Germans. So this is a piece of library music. So again, this is music made specifically for television and films, you know, so they used to make sound libraries.
Now, this is something you wanted to do as well, isn't it? This is your dream job.
Yeah, my dream job is to put my music into films. That's what I'd love to do.
Just so everyone's clear, your actual job is painting.
Yeah.
And you make an incredible amount of money. I've been to your house and seen how beautiful it is.
Thanks, Mark.
You've sold out the gallery, the Giraffe Gallery? No,
Helm, yeah.
Helm, yep. And you also sold out Entry as well. Enter, yeah.
You're good with your gallery names, aren't you?
Well, listen, I don't have the money to go there, not like you.
I think
you're only allowed in the door because you're selling the artwork.
That's a myth.
Yeah.
So yeah, library music. What happened with that was, back in the olden days when people were making TV shows or they were making films and making movies, they couldn't afford to hire a band or a composer to specifically make music for that film. So what would happen was a lot of the TV shows we watched when we were young kids, like say Minder or The Professionals or even kids' TV shows, what they would do is they would make the program and then they would say to the guy, right, we need something that's a bit suspenseful or a car chase music or something like that. So they would then go into their archive of library records which would contain all this music. They would go through and go, oh, on this particular record, on this select sound from Germany, there's a song that would match perfectly what we're doing. So then they would ring up these guys and say, right, we want to license this song for this TV show. So that's what would happen, and then you could hire it from this record.
But do you think they knew that 30 years later they'd be in a radio show with you and me?
Well, the interesting thing is I don't think they knew back then when these people making this music, they were like 9 to 5. You know, they were the cream of the musical, the music people
session
that were
workers.
working. Yeah, they were the session musicians. They'd come in at 9 in the morning, work till probably 5. You know, they'd say, oh, we've got to do a track called Super Blocking. And they'd go, okay, cool. And then they'd just make up something that sounded like that, and they'd make a couple of tracks a day, turn in an album and go, yeah, thanks very much, and they'd get paid like they were working, you know, probably better than in a factory, but that sort of thing. And then now this music's become super sampleable. It's in some of the biggest, hottest records you've ever heard that are massive
Music
rap
factory.
scene.
That's what it is. It's a music factory.
Yes, yeah. So there's things like, you know, like people like Jay-Z and Kanye West and all these type of people, all these big producers all sample from library music.
So you're a bit of a hip hop head as well.
That initially, that's where I started off.
So
Yeah.
I have to ask you, my favourite hip hop album.
Here
Well,
we go.
not
I'm
my
scared of
favourite.
this.
One of the Grey album.
Oh, what, the
It's
Danger
brilliant.
Mouse?
Yeah,
and
it's brilliant.
Jay-Z. I've
'Cause
never
that's
really
a sample.
listened to that.
Yeah, that's brilliant. The Beatles and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing album. You can't buy it. You can just
Listen to it.
you can listen to it on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't.
I think I turned
Does
my
that lead me
computer-
to ask you what my favourite rap album is?
I mean, I can't imagine how obscure it is.
Oh, it's not even obscure. I just think it's front to back brilliant, no mistakes. It is the perfect blueprint of hip hop. And I think one of my favourite rap albums of all time is the first Jungle Brothers album called Straight Out the Jungle. It's just the blueprint. It's 2 copies of a record with a drum machine and them toasting up the party and the drum breaks. It's just classic. Nothing super fast, nothing super slow. Just classic hip hop.
See, if they'd been like the Salamamba Bamba Band,
It's definitely not
Yes.
Salambo.
there we go.
But it might be like Hot Track, this one, which is by Rex Brown Company, a German library record. So Hot Track, this would fit in a Guy Ritchie film. Jeez, we're coming with
let's
the link.
spin this tune. Yeah, that's good.
Hey, I'm pleased that you like it.
I like so much of your tunes, yeah. Now,
Das ist a good one.
what is next up on your musical journey?
Right. See, what we're going to do now is we're going to end off on a calm thing. So this is a woman called Monica Zetterlund from Sweden. And this song is called The Baby. And this is just stunning. It's just beautiful. Music's beautiful. Her singing's beautiful. The mood is beautiful. Everything about it. This is just a beautiful record. And this needs to be in some type of film. Or it needs to be sampled.
Well, let's get the last track to calm you down, relax you through, and you can spend the rest of your night dreaming of Arrow and his tunes to set you down. I have never felt so relaxed.
I know. I feel like, I don't know what to say. That's just washed over me, that has. It's giving me visions.
It's like a calming feeling, just
It is. It's too beautiful for words. that song.
sloshing through my soul.
There's another song on the other side that's equally as good, but we had to pick one, and that was the one. And
That was the one.
that record as well, for a pretty obscure Swedish album, is very expensive because I think the thing is older people in Sweden that collect jazz want that record because of the sort of the quality of it. It's a really high quality record. It's really, really, really dope.
Arrow, it's been amazing.
Well, I'm glad that you had such a visceral reaction to these songs.
I have enjoyed every moment, every beat,
Oh,
every single note.
oh.
It's filled me with a different sort of emotion each time.
You've been to Turkey and back.
I tell you, I've been to Turkey and back with Lemmy from Turkey and back.
That's right.
Yeah.
Then we salamboed our way out of here, and then we had some Germans.
I mean, yeah, it was all been amazing. Arrow, thank you so much.
You're more than welcome.
And if you want to see more of Arrow, you can hunt him down on a wall somewhere near you.
Guten Tag.
So mote it be.